You really do owe your entire career to a lack of feeling comfortable. A lot of people go to a therapist, and you make a lot of money out of it.
Yeah, I go on stage in front of hundreds of people, and you know, it's weird. Like I feel like completely uncomfortable for like 23 hours out of the day, and then for 1 hour I go up and talk about it, and they give me a check. I'm still uncomfortable.
It seems to me like that would be not the type of personality that would be comfortable walking out on stage and being the center of attention.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, you know, it's weird because there are times that I feel more comfortable on stage in front of all those people than I do, you know, here. No, and it's weird because I think a lot of performers are like that, though. You know, it's like they get something out of being on stage, and, you know, that gives them something that is missing in their soul. But no, it's a cool thing.
At what point did you think that humor mattered? That you think that you even became aware, not even so much that you were funny, but that funny had some kind of place in the world. Do you remember that at all?
Well,
seeing professionals or
my one of the first times I remember. Like when I was a kid, I grew up in a family of 8 kids, and everybody's funny in our family. You know, my mom and dad are both very funny people. And I was a little kid. We were in the back of a station wagon, and we were passing a funeral procession. And the first time I remember being funny, it was like I wasn't even trying to be funny. I just asked my dad. I said, "Have you ever seen a real live dead man?" And he just started laughing. I don't even know what I'd said, you know. Have I seen what? I said, "Have you ever seen a real live dead man?" He goes, "I can honestly tell you, I have never seen a real live dead man, son. I don't know where you get these thoughts." And I'm like, "I don't know where I get them either, Dad. You still haven't answered the question."
So you weren't rewarded with a good feeling, right? Even then, your humor makes things feel even more awkward. And you work clean. What purpose? Because you didn't always work clean. You always, you know, you experimented in working a little blue for a while, right?
There are guys who work blue or dirty and women as well who I think are brilliant. I really do. I think comedy's like music. There's a lot of things that happen under the music umbrella, and it's the same with comedy. I just happen to like to explore this way, you know? It's like I want to see how hard I can get people laughing without hitting these buttons, you know? Because people laugh at those words sometimes when the joke, I think, sometimes isn't that funny.
We talked about the awkwardness that you normally feel throughout the day, and that you've turned that into a career. I mean, is there any point that you're saying to yourself, yeah, I want to tell this, to move your jokes, to tell them from a place of confidence? Because I don't see you attacking really, you know, sacred cows.
I tend to like to play around with the everyday things. That's what I like to mine for comedy, you know? In fact, in my mind, I always picture like there's a big mine, and like all the comics are coming out, you know, of everyday. There's like everyday subjects in there, and they come out going, "There ain't nothing left in there." And I go, "Let me go in and see," you know, with my little light, you know. And so I want to find something funny out of stuff where you go, how could you find something funny out of that? It's already been done, you know.
One thing, when I bring you up to people, even though you got a great following, and I would put you in the top 1% just on success rate of what happens in comedy, people always say to me, "Brian Regan, he should be bigger." Your fans always say to me, "He should be even bigger."
I feel like I have this following that I'm happy about, but for the most part, I'm underneath the radar. You know what I mean? I like the entertainment media, just, I don't know, they just have like a blind eye towards me for whatever reason, you know. But I just wanted to be a comedian that could work in comedy clubs for the rest of my life, which I still think is a wonderful life, you know. I remember when I first started doing comedy, I thought if I could get to the point where, and this was, to me, was like a wild dream. I thought if I could get like $100 a night doing comedy, I'd be happy for the rest of my life. Now, I'm not quite there, but